Today on WTV, we're going to be talking about the Dead by Daylight Halloween event that is supposed to be starting on October 20th, and everything involves people are doing drugs, you know, in Dead by Daylight. It's going crazy, folks. It's going crazy. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so Dead by Daylight has had 3 blight events for previous Halloweens. We had Hollowed Blight, I think was one of them. Anything involving the Pusilla petals around Halloween is normally a blight event. And they've been around for a while because according to the Dead by Daylight lore, the Pusilla petals bloom at Halloween. So that's why it's big chungus in Dead by Daylight land. Without further ado, we're going to be talking about what the speculations are for the 2020 Dead by Daylight Halloween event called the Eternal Blight. And this blight event is going to be very different than any other because we actually have the new killer. So just to preface this, these are leaks that some of these hackers or coder people have found in Dead by Daylight code, and they're speculating that this is going to be coming out on October 20th. Except for the one skin. So without further ado, let's start with... Okay, so first we have Survivor items. So just like standard Survivor add-ons that we've seen in other past Dead by Daylight events, or Dead by Daylight Halloween events, we have the Spooky Med Kit, which, you know, moderately increases the spookiness. And then we have the
Spooky Flashlight.
Spooky Flashlight, which does a ghost outline, and I believe the beam is supposed to go farther than a regular flashlight. That's what I believe.
It's me.
But going into the add-ons, this is where the shit gets real, folks.
Yep.
First Survivor add-on we have is the Broken Bulb. So the description that the hackers have written in is a damaged bulb that causes spooky flickering event. Causes the flashlight to flicker, moderately increases the beam's visual brightness, and moderately increases the blindness duration, and moderately increases the spookiness and the stacks. So this must have been the one that I saw that moderately increases the distance. So obviously, you know, everybody wants a spookiness of a flashlight during the spooky season.
I mean, I think that's just a very cool, like, slice of life kind of, like, feature. Like, your flashlight, like, okay, literally that's the epitome of a toxic survivor, a clicking or flickering flashlight. But still, having that visual effect as you're running around on some of the new maps too, like Dead by Daylight, like one thing I think we've talked about the most is like the graphics. The new graphics, it's like sure, they're polished graphics, but I think the one thing they got down the most is the lighting. The lighting on the new maps are insane. So having just that visual like flickering of the flashlight, I think is going to be really cool.
I mean, the whole game is a very dimly lit game, so the lighting is definitely a really important feature of horror, in the horror genre in general. Moving on, folks, I guess this is where shit gets real, is the new Survivor Medkit add-on. Now, folks, this is speculation, but I sure as hell hope this is real, because this would be crazy. Crazy! So what we got here is a refined, it's called the Refined Serum. A refined version of the Putrid Serum that is mostly safe for human consumption. Mostly. Press the secondary action button while healing with a med kit to use the Refined Serum. Moderately increases the speed of the survivor for 20 seconds and creates a blight trail behind the survivor. So what this means is survivors are going to be blight sprinting all over the map after they heal, which is going to be friggin' crazy. I wonder if you can speed vault while you're blight.
It doesn't even say like after you finished healing. Like you could use this. Killer is coming. You're healing with a med kit, and you want to get away quickly, and you're injured. You press the active ability button. You use your blight rush to get away. Well, guess what? The killer. They also got a blight rush that they're coming to catch you up with.
So the killer add-on is
it's called Blight Serum. And the description is a small amount of compound 34. The final serum the blight worked on before his transformation. Causes extreme mutations in high doses. and it unlocks 1 token to use on the Blighted Rush ability. So this is a killer power add-on.
Yeah.
And you put that into your slot as any killer, and you get 1 token starting a match with a Blight Rush. And that sounds already crazy enough.
Yeah, you
but
get 1 Blight Rush per match. But
here's the catch, there's more. You press the power button. Oh wait, yeah, you press the power button, initiate a Blight Rush, blah 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 blah. 1 token is recharged whenever a survivor is hooked. So
anytime you hook a survivor,
and
you get a Blight Rush.
There's 12 hooks, the 12 possible hooks, the 12th hook ending the game. Therefore, and you start off with 1, so therefore you get a possibility of a total of 12 Blight Rushes.
Well, it'll be 13 because you started.
Well, the last one doesn't really count
because
it's the
yeah.
last hook.
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. So you get a possibility of a total of 12 Blight Rushes as any killer.
Now, one specific detail that is outlined here is that you cannot attack on a Blight Rush, so this is not a lethal rush like Blight has. But still, like, if you're talking about Tier 3 Myers, Blight Rush and insta-downs you. Or you're talking about, you know, what's his name? Ghostface, he could stalk you, and then Blight Rush and insta-down you. Killers that tend to need to stalk from a faraway distance, once they get to their extra tier, they normally have a speed boost, but adding a Blight Rush onto that speed boost as they're coming to get you could be terrifying to instantly down people.
And one thing I do find interesting is, or well, that I've talked about is, in a friendlies game, I like to play Michael Myers and I like to add on his speed boost perk, his play with your food. So you become obsessed with 1 survivor. Every time the survivor that is your obsession you get in a chase with and you let them escape, until you hit someone, you get a speed boost. And that can go up to 3 stacks. And then you hit Tier 3, Evil Within 3, and you get a speed boost from that. And when we were playing in a friendly, someone sprint bursted, and me with 3 stacks of Play With Your Food and Evil Within 3, Michael Myers, was able to outrun their sprint burst, and they barely sprinted away from me, and I just hit them instantly. Now imagine that amount of speed, and on top of that, a Blight Rush coming towards you. Like, this is insane, adding such a powerful rush and speed ability to all killers.
Yeah. So. Or like, for a killer like Demo, he could teleport to a portal, Blight Rush, and down somebody.
Yeah,
or a
Blight
killer
Rush,
like,
then lunge.
Yeah.
Like.
Or a killer like Nurse, who could teleport and then Blight Rush on top of that to attack somebody.
I think the teleport would still stun her after. But yeah.
And it's the same thing, you know, we can see, you know, with perks like Barbecue and Chili, or perks like...
Surveillance.
Surveillance, yeah. So a perk like Surveillance or a perk like Barbecue and Chili, if you have a Blight Rush, as soon as you hook the person, you get a new Blight Rush, you see somebody, and you go for them. Or a perk like Surveillance, as soon as you see somebody hop on a gen, you see them, you Blight Rush halfway across the map, and you get them in a matter of seconds.
See, I feel like this doesn't really have much of an effect on some killers that already have high mobility, such as Spirit. I don't really see the Blight Rush being too fun on Spirit, and also Billy. You can already chainsaw halfway across the map, and during that chainsaw sprint, you can injure someone.
Yeah.
The only thing with Billy and Nurse is that their powers have cooldowns now, as well as Leatherface. Leatherface, I think his has like a burnout or heat up or whatever as well. So it gives you another option if you've ran out of your power as a killer. Yeah. So there's that too.
And then finally, so let's get into some skins. So first, let's start with killer skins. So the one skin that I am most excited about is this Legion skin. So the description is a repulsive serum that has grafted the 4 specimens into one single creature, 3 of which are entrapped within the flesh of the host, influentially attempting to escape. So, pretty much...
it's called Chimera Cord. I don't think I said that.
I didn't say that. So pretty much what this is I'm assuming its effect of... Well, it says, is because the Legion took the serum, it has grafted all 4 of the Legions together into one legion, which is going to be crazy. So I'm assuming that you're either going to have like concept art in the video that we saw had 4 heads on one body, or you're gonna see aspects of each legion integrated into one.
I really want to see both. I want to see like head popping up here, head popping up here, head popping up in shoulder. But then I also want to see, because each legion specifically has different postures.
Yeah.
So I want to see in this shoulder standing up straight, and then this shoulder slouched down. Yeah. And then they could also even do it with patchy clothing. Yeah. Like you could have Frank, who's like the leader, I think, and he's the super confident one. Frank has his like leather black jacket. But then you have someone like Susie or Julie, and they have a skirt, or they have a smaller arm. Yeah. Like there's so much they can do with it, and I think the concept of it is amazing. And I really hope they live up to the expectations they've set for all of us. So.
Yeah. The other killer skin that we're going to be seeing is Leatherface. So this is a big thing, folks. This is the first Leatherface skin we've seen since he's been released into Dead by Daylight. I know there's been a lot of fights between the people who hold the royalties for Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Dead by Daylight, but this is supposed to be released on November 13th. I believe they have officially announced it. I'm not 100% sure. The name is Old Lady. The description is Leatherface's homemaker persona. Serene. I mean, you can
serene and harmonious until everything goes wrong.
Yeah. So this is going to be hilarious because the first time I played against Leatherface, I was like, "Oh, Dad doing the barbecue grill," you know, because he's got that big apron and the chainsaw. Yeah. But now it'll be interesting. You know, it'll just kind of. I'm assuming it'll just kind of be a female version of Leatherface.
We watched a video like on this, and we saw a concept art of Leatherface's female persona from the movie, and just from the movie, it is hilarious. Yeah. He looks hilarious. So
that one is not specifically a part of this event, of the Hallowed Curse collection, I don't believe. It's not a part of the Hallowed Curse collection, but it will be coming out probably sometime during this event. And then the final one, a part of the Hallowed Curse collection, is the Ghostface skin, so it's called Scorched Ghostface. It's a specimen who reacted strangely to the latest compounds, resulting in unexpected mutations that cannot yet be explained. So once again, we're seeing another skin of a killer who reacted poorly to the serum.
I think another note as well is that it's another contract killer skin. However, Ghostface being so new, we're already getting more skins out, and specifically an event skin for a contract killer too.
Yeah.
So very rare. It's very exciting to see what they do with this as well. Yeah. So.
And then the final killer skin that we're going to be hopefully getting in this Hallowed Curse event is True Blight. So this one is Blight has been double blighted blight because he took too much blight, and now he's like extra blight. It's thick blight.
So as all the other characters or killers got a specific blight skin, the blight is getting a blight skin. So
we're assuming that ideally, I mean, my guess is there's gonna be like pusilla petals growing out.
Yeah, like swelling and like massive like cysts of pusilla petals
or something like that. But I mean, not the most exciting skin in the world. I mean, I'm sure it will probably look cooler than OG Blight, but not the coolest skin in this collection.
It's not like Chimera Cord, am I right?
Looking at Survivor skins, we have 2 in this collection. So I'm going to let Blake talk about Survivor skins because Blake is a big Survivor skin person.
Well, I mean, I've actually started recently buying Survivor skins. I've gotten a few for Nia Carlson that you've seen in the gameplay videos, and I've also I don't play Dwight enough, but I have like a really nice Dwight skin from one of the Hallowed Blight events. Yeah. So the first one is for Yui Kimura, and it's called Miss Speedway. So the description that they have is an outfit that's tightly sealed to prevent blight contamination. So maybe something like a hazmat suit or like something like that. It says it combines the stylings of a motorcyclist with a vintage twist. So it seems very interesting. It seems like they could have like a hazmat suit with like leather, like motorcyclist type thing, and they said a vintage twist, whatever that means, right? So, and then next we have Felix, and the name is Grand Planner. It was the first he'd seen of the blighted flowers, and he still held a spark of hope that many had lost. He ransacked Vigo's workshop in hopes of discovering a miracle. So, basically what this is like I mentioned before, I have a Dwight Hollowed Blight event skin. Like many of the survivors have been given and granted Hollowed Blight or like Vigo's type skins around this. Like I know Dwight specifically has one, Claudette specifically has one. So they're adding again onto this with the newest survivor and giving him a special themed Hollowed Blight event skin for Felix. So
overall, I think the Hollowed or the Eternal Blight event is gonna be insane. We're gonna have people blighting all over the map, everywhere.
Survivors and killers.
Yeah, everywhere you look, there's gonna be just people blighting in every which direction. All you're gonna see is yellow smears all over the screen. Also, blight. I don't know if we mentioned this when we talked about the blight power for the killers.
Oh, yes.
Blight can use the extra blight serum, so all it does is it grants him more rushes in a game.
I think also one last thing that is the main thing of the event, even though it's the least interesting, is that just like previous years, Pustula Petals as an offering is coming back, and default one Pustula hook and one Pustula generator will spawn in where survivors can get extra blood points, and in previous years they were able to harvest Pustula Serum, but adding Pustula Petals, all it does is it creates one more generator and one more hook for both sides.
Yeah, so the maximum you could have in a game would be 6 generators and 6 hooks. So without further ado, thank you guys for watching this episode of WBTV. If you're just like us, you're just as excited for this Eternal Blight Halloween event. Hopefully everything is exactly how we described it, because it sounds awesome. Or even better. So we will be definitely doing gameplay videos as soon as
the event gets rolling.
The planned release or start date right now is October 20th. Yeah, that seems a little bit late for me, October 20th, but we'll have to see. I mean, normally events tend to come out on a Friday, so that does make sense that it's a Friday, but it's a little bit close to Halloween. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching this episode of WBTV. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you've heard anything different about the Eternal Blight event, or what you think about the Eternal Blight event. And without further ado, share it with your family, share it with your friends, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
You good, bud?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for watching WBTV. If you want to see more videos like this one, click the video on the right. If you want to see skits, click the video on the left. And make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video.